All right, everybody. I am doing a little lunchtime interview with one of my clients, Jordan Newman. And I've asked Jordan to come on today, and she has had tremendous success in my lifestyle program, and actually has let me know that she is leaving the program. Jordan has moved and has some exciting things going on in her personal life. And so it is just that point in her journey where she's going to do something slightly different. And as sad as I am for Jordan to exit the tribe, she knows that that door will remain open for her. So, Ms. Jordan, how about you introduce yourself? And as you are, I'm going to pick up and actually move because they're doing a little bit of construction outside the condo today, which I didn't plan for, but I would like for you to share with everyone your age and what you're, when you came into the program. You don't have to share your starting weight if you don't want to, but give everybody kind of a backstory on Jordan. Where did we start?
I started with Carmen in, I think it was April of 2019. I had been to 2 other personal trainers before her, and it just wasn't really working out with them. And I had a lot of recommendations to go to her, and I've been working out with her since then. Like she's said in posts before, I would schedule for 3 times a week and probably cancel 2 of those. And then my starting weight was 275 pounds. And my lowest weight with her was 195. And something just hit me last year. I'm not really sure what, but at the beginning of the year, I just kicked it into gear and I started showing up to my 3 days a week personal training. And then I also would do her pump class on Saturday mornings. And then COVID hit, so we went virtual, and she put me into a test group that she was starting with the beach body and do it on top of her personal training. So I was doing 2 a days, and that was really effective for me. And honestly, I would say just her accountability and going in, whenever we'd weigh, I'd be like, oh gosh, here we go. She's going to see my weights up again. And I think that just really stuck with me because I didn't want to disappoint her. And then it was also disappointing myself because I was paying all this money for absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So Jordan, did you share your age?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I'm 27 now.
Okay. All right. And just so the people who watch this are clear, do you have a desk job, or do you have a job where you're on your feet all day? What's your story?
I have a desk job. When I started with Carmen, I was at Velvet Ice Cream, and then I just moved a job last year to Equity Resources, and it's a desk job also. And I would say I'm at my desk more than when I was at Velvet. So,
okay. All right. So you mentioned your starting weight. How much weight have you lost total in the program?
Almost 80 pounds, 75, 80 pounds. Yeah.
So how does life look differently now, 75 to 80 pounds lighter than it did when I first got my hands on you?
I'd say it's very different. I'm very active now. I can't imagine going a day without working out at this point. I mean, I do have my rest days, which is usually Sundays, just to give my body a break. But if anything, I'd make sure to get my 10,000 steps in usually a day. And just, especially with my eating, I don't eat nearly as much, but I am much more active, especially with my nieces and my nephew. They would ask me to do something back then, and I'd be like, no, I don't want to get up and do it. And now I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is you're experiencing more quality of life.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Talk to me. This is, a critical piece for a lot of females in particular, finding that confidence in their own skin. Can you speak to that in 75 to 80 pounds gone?
I mean, I would say I definitely still, I struggle with it still, but I would say I come off as a very confident person. And I really like to radiate that in front of my nieces, because they're growing up in a world where it's all about being so judgmental about bodies, and just, I can't even imagine them having confidence issues and stuff like that. And I'll go to them and be like, no, you don't talk bad about yourself like that. And we don't do that in front of them either. So I would say you just have to really, you have to look at yourself and tell yourself that you love yourself enough to not talk bad about your body, and it is what it is. And you just have to work to where you want it.
Mm-hmm. Jordan, when someone comes up to you, as I know that they have, and they say, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you. You've lost weight. What are you doing? How do you describe the program that I offer versus other things that are out there on the market today, things that we see on social media, things that you tried in the past? How do you describe this? What is this? Is it a diet? Is it an exercise? What is it?
I described to him that it's a lifestyle change, that I didn't follow any particular diet. I've exercised, which our body needs that, and just really watched what I've put into my body with food and how much I put in, how much I eat. And I just described to them, it's not some fad diet that I'm doing, especially like I hear people always come to me saying like, oh, did you do keto? Absolutely not. Not at all. I will not do that, because you're just going to gain all the way back.
That's
It
right.
drives me crazy.
That's right. Yeah, I have taught you well.
Yes, you have.
I taught you well. When we left the gym, you've heard me tell this story in a previous interview that you and I did. You were really devastated the night that the gym closed. You were scared. There was a lot of uncertainty because we were potentially going into, uncharted waters. I had, had not driven a business online. I didn't even know if it was even possible. What would you say has been the biggest upside for you to work with me virtually instead of the gym? Because there are strong advantages.
I would say just not having to pack a bag of clothes if I was going to work, and then having to go after work. I'm exhausted all day after work to where I wouldn't want to work out. And that's probably one of the reasons I would cancel all the time. So just being able to be in the comfort of my own home to work out and not have to worry about packing up and going somewhere. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So with your schedule, oftentimes we're recording the live workouts when you're at work. Mm-hmm. So how does that work for someone like you who's at work when we record live?
So usually I would do it on my lunch break, take a 45-minute to an hour lunch break, or I would replay it the next morning. I'd wake up early enough to just do it then before work.
Yeah. So what you're explaining is there are replay links inside our private Facebook tribe group, and those are available. So it's when it fits into your schedule instead of you meeting the demands of a workout schedule inside a gym. Yeah. Huge convenience, especially if a person, like you said, has to commute. When you were coming from Velvet, that was a haul. Mm-hmm. Or if you had young children, finding a babysitter, they have sporting activities, school's starting up. There's just a lot of things that come into play. So there is that convenience. But now let's just dive deeper. What is the value to an online, well, we call it our tribe? What have you gotten out of being a part of that tribe?
I would say just the group of ladies that we work with, and then you posting the recipes in the every week for the tribe, just being able to communicate with everybody and talk about struggles and ask for opinions from everybody. And it's not just one person giving it to you. So it's a community tribe that, you get more than what you're paying for that. Definitely.
Thank you for saying that. So Jordan, if there is inside the tribe, let me back up, I guess, and expound on that for a second, because you touched on something. Every Friday, I post a meal plan, recipes, healthy recipes, and a grocery list. So I've really done the heavy lifting for the tribe members in the sense that if we all get burned out of what am I going to eat? Oh, I'm so sick of eating the same thing. So being able to, try some other recipes. We also have ongoing education around a topic in that tribe every month. We have contests and challenges, opportunities to win prizes, lots of cool things. Don't you find it fun just looking at other people's pictures that they post in there too, of some of the recipes that they've tried, or they'll be out shopping somewhere and they want the whole group to know somebody's got a deal on weights or fitness shoes or equipment. Isn't that just so cool?
Oh yeah, it really is. It's helped me a lot, especially with recipes and trying to find things to cook during the week or for meal preps, easy meal preps and stuff like that. I love seeing everybody else's ideas and what they do.
Absolutely. So Jordan, one of the questions that I have is, for the person who's sitting there watching this video, who may or may not know you or I, how would you describe me as a coach? Because this program, as you already touched on, is about lifestyle. It's not just about me being a personal trainer. It's now evolved into wellness coaching and looking at workouts and water and stress and work life, home life balance. The spiritual muscle comes into it. There's, how you fuel your body, how much water have you had to drink? There's lots of components to the lifestyle. How would, when you're talking to someone, what words would you use to describe your coach? What do you know to be true about me?
That she is a hardcore kick-ass trainer and that will kick your butt, and that she'll definitely hold you accountable for your actions. And that's what, when you're starting this journey, that's what you need. And that I just couldn't say good enough things about you to them. And anybody that comes to me about weight loss, I always tell them, come to you to message you. I actually just told someone at work this morning about you. So
well, if you had to pick Bob Harper or Jillian Michaels.
I don't know who Bob Harper is, and I only know Jillian Michaels from, it wasn't she on The Biggest Loser or something like that?
Yeah.
We can go with her, I guess. I don't know who Bob Harper is. Sorry.
Yeah. Bob was the other trainer on The Biggest Loser. And Bob was often the one that would more coddle his people. He wasn't really too hard on them.
No.
That wouldn't be me. No. But I always do it from a place of tough love, because I want the best for you guys. I really do want your best. Okay, one last question. If somebody's watching this, Jordan, and they've spent money, they've tried Weight Watchers, they've had a personal trainer, they own a Peloton bike, they don't use it, they got a gym membership, they haven't been there in 6 months. They've tried everything. They lose weight, they gain weight, they lose weight, they gain weight, they're frustrated. What's your one piece of advice to that person who's going, I don't know, do I want to do this woman's program or not? I mean, what's really going to be different this time? What do you say?
I would say the difference is the accountability, that they actually have someone there to talk to and to relieve their frustrations to, and just complain to about it. But you're going to tell them, stop complaining, it's time to do something about it. And you'll be there to hold them accountable for that, for their actions, unlike Weight Watchers or a Peloton bike or just going to the gym by yourself. In this program, that was one thing I was going to say, is that should be one of the biggest things about it, is you don't have to go to a gym and you don't have to worry about other people seeing you when you can do this in the comfort of your own home.
Jordan, has there ever been a time when you thought the workouts were impossible? Because there is going to be that individual who goes, I haven't done anything. How am I going to do her workouts? What would you say about the workouts?
I would not say impossible, because there's always modifications. And I mean, in my, how many years I've been working out with you, I still have to modify sometimes. And that's just part of it. And you have to listen to your body about it.
Absolutely. Well, Jordan, it has been a joy to spend. I don't want to suck up your whole lunch hour. I know you need to eat, but I appreciate you coming on and allowing me to interview you and record this, in hopes that there'll be somebody out there who's desperately seeking to be healthy and happy that will consider joining the tribe. The CarmenJamesFitness.com is the website, but reaching out, joining the tribe. We are going to miss you at the end of this week, but as I said already, the door remains open. You're in an amazing, you just got a lot of great things. It has been a joy to watch you evolve. And you can tell Marcus that if he were not so stinking cute, I would have to slit his tires for stealing you. Your little, I can see a future for you and Marcus, and that's exciting to me. So the door remains open. You can always come back, my love, but I wish you all the best in where things are headed for you and for Marcus. And thank you for gifting us this time. You have been an amazing client, and I could cry my eyes out, but I am absolutely too happy for you to do that. I want the best for you, Jordan, the absolute best. So we have you for this week in the tribe, so I will eat that up, but just know that you have been a blessing, a gift, and to see you smiling and happy and doing things that you weren't doing when you came on board, amazing. So go enjoy your lunch. Thank you for your time. Have an amazing day.
Thank you.
Bye, love. Bye.